Hi there, good afternoon. It's Mimi here, and on this glorious afternoon, I thought I would come on and share with you, as I promised you, some of our fabulous not only products but the techniques in applying your makeup, because sometimes we're not sure how to do it, and we might stay away of learning something, of trying something new. So this afternoon I just want to give you, don't want to overwhelm you, so I'm just going to give you two tips on how the best application for your foundation regardless what you use, and a little bit on contouring of a bronzer, because I know that many people not sure about what to do when it comes to a bronzer and how to contour the cheekbone. Now, you know, whether it's a bronzer or a blush, it's not just about adding color, but it's about adding dimension, how you can make those cheekbones look higher and the face look more oval. So we can all learn. Obviously none of us, or maybe some of us, have got a perfect oval shape, but we're not all blessed like that, and this is why we use color to actually bring that in and correct some of the areas that we need to correct. So one of the ones that I want to share with you first is the foundation. So whether you use our foundation, which is the Flawless, which is our beautiful Silk Fusion foundation, it's actually like a skincare makeup all-in-one. It's got the hyaluronic acid. That's what works on bringing that dewy look. So when you apply your foundation, you don't necessarily have to apply a heavy foundation all over your face. Just concentrate first on the areas you want to cover up more, and then whatever you got left on the brush, apply everywhere else. You can always start with a very thin type of of layer, and then you can add to it. So the way I work is I actually use my oh, something wrong with this. I use I'll just show you here. So there you are. But I don't actually put it on the face like here. The best thing for you to do when you're trying to apply a foundation that you want it to last and to look really beautiful and dewy on your skin, you need to do this before you do work into. Basically, you actually go like this on your fingertips, because that helps to warm up the foundation. And then on the areas that you want to cover up more, let's say you got a dark spot somewhere like this on your cheekbone, you would apply it there first, and then you work the rest of the. Now when you apply foundation, don't go like that, because not only you're not going to get a flawless finish, but the other thing, you're actually upsetting, disturbing, I should say, your skincare range that you've done. So when you do that, and by patting on the foundation like that, what you find is it's going to last longer as well on your skin. So apply on your forehead, on your nose area, and then go back. You can go back and apply some more if you wish to, okay? So whatever you got left, you can apply a little bit over the eye, because that can create a base for your eyeshadow, okay? So don't sweep, you press onto the skin. What you find is this is going to last a lot longer. And then if you find you would like to use a bit more, you can always go back. Now make sure you always cover well underneath the chin area. And the other thing, bring it down a little bit to actually blend in with your neck. Sometimes your neck is a little bit lighter than your face, so just make sure you go there. The other thing is, especially if you've got your hair behind your ears, make sure you take it all the way onto the ears as well, and then just pat like that. Now the other thing, once you do that, let it set. Now if you were going to go and apply a bronzer or a blush, one of the things you must do, you must set that foundation where you're going to put powder. You need to put powder on powder, because if you put cream over, if you put a powder, sorry, if you don't put a powder where you actually got your foundation and you go in and put a powder blush now, what would happen is, I'll just show you here because it's an interesting, your blush will go smudgy and your bronzer will do the same. So I just show you here with my brush, if I can find it here. Okay, so this is my foundation. So if I went and put powder like that on top and tried to put the blush, it will actually smudge and you're not going to get that nice finish. So what you must do, okay, because it will, you can add more and you see even more what I'm saying, right? You can see it's patchy, it's not smooth. So what you need to do, this is our is you don't want to use a powder foundation on top of this because it's just going to add more color. So what you want to do, you want to use a translucent powder like this because that's not going to give you any color. And then with your brush, just like that, but you must learn to tap, tap, tap so you don't get, so then you don't have to apply powder all over the face, but you need to apply the powder where you're going to put that bronzer and powder. So I know where I'm going to put it will be up here, will be here, will be on my chin, and it'll be on my neck. So what you do, you just pat, and what that helps too for your foundation to stay in place. Okay, so I've set my powder. So now I'm going to do my bronzer. So, you know, in ours, when we apply blush, you must, or bronzer, starting with the bronzer, you must be very careful where you apply that, because if you put it too close to the nose, you're going to accentuate your nose. Not only that, sometimes we could get a little bit of red, and when people got a little bit of redness on their cheeks, they don't think they want blush. But you can actually use blush and it actually takes away the redness. So this is why you don't go closer to the nose than the middle of the pupil, or even 2 fingers from the nose where you stop your bronzer or your blush. And this creates that elongation and lifting as well. Underneath that, it's a node zone. I call a node zone, because if you go down here, you're just going to drag your face down. So if you're not sure about that, you can get a little tissue. I haven't got a tissue here, but just put your tissue on from the side of, maybe I'll just put this, show you, from the lips to the top layer, to the top of your ear, and this is where the bronzer will go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with my bronzer, and we've got beautiful colors. I'll show you that you got a selection, and have a look at that. Isn't it beautiful? This is all our colors that you can choose from. So I'm going to be using this one here, which is my bronzer. And when I do that, you need to tap, because what you want to do is to build as you go. Don't put a blob and start doing. You just build as you go. Okay, then I put a little bit more, and I like to put a little bit on my forehead as well, just there, and tap again, and then up this way. Okay, and then you can build again if you like. Let me check on my mirror. As you can see, you really start to take shape. So you go up, up, up. And the same with the other side, up towards your temples. Okay, the other place that is very important for you, we all like a beautiful contoured chin. So apply a little bit underneath your chin, just underneath there, and then going down on your neck, so it creates that beautiful flow. As you can see that. Now with the actual bronzer, you can, if you want like a 2-minute makeup, something like that, what you can do, you got to do with a blending brush, nothing too heavy. So I hope you can see. I'm just going to go a little bit on my, just a little bit there. I'm going to close my eyes so you can see, and then a little bit on the other side. Now if you want to contour the nose, just a little bit, just let me see on my, just on the side of the nose, like that, in the middle there. And then with my big blending brush, so that thins, blend, blend, blend. So this is your bronzer. So we've got the foundation, we use the translucent powder, and then of course our bronzer. I'm just gonna leave it at that, but I do wanna love my little lip glosses. So this one's here, as you can see here, it's got a mirror there. So if you take it with you, you don't need the mirror to put that on. And it's got a light. When you open it, it's got actually a light. I don't know if you can see it. So you got the light there. This is a bronze. So you can use, I'm going to use the peach actually, but it comes in different colors. And that is actually in our October brochure. So I'm going to use the light. I love this color. There you are. Now, if you're the type that you're not sure about lip glosses, because you might think it makes your lipstick run, whatever, this one's here pretty good. They sound really well. But the other thing, if you don't want to put it all over, to give you that beautiful pout, you can just apply it just where the cupid, and just underneath here. Or you can use it on its side, or you can use it by putting your lip pencil first and then put it. So I hope you enjoyed those little tips. The foundation that I've used, it's Calico, and it's in that September book, which is about to end next week. And all the other things like the bronzer, you can actually get, which is such a great idea, this beautiful refillable palette. And in here you can apply, you can put in a blush, a highlighter and a bronzer, and you can get the whole compact with the colors in here on special in this book here, which starts today for only $60. So that's an amazing, because normally you have to buy the compact separate and it's valued about $120, and you can get it for $60. So I hope you enjoyed the tip. I'd love to know from you if you'd like me to come on with some other little tips that you would like, that you find you're struggling a bit with makeup. Make sure you let me know. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to talk to you next time. Bye for now.